If I can have a conversation with an elephant, wow, I would first say sorry for what we've done to you, or what we've done to your home. I would say, I mean you no harm. When we dart you, when you're putting a collar on you, we are trying to help you, we are trying to save you. Can you cooperate with us? I got this email from one of our colleagues working for Smithsonian, about these 10 or 12 carcasses that had been found and they'd been skinned, and the pictures were horrible, and it shocked me to the core. I guess it was a mixture of emotions. I was sad, I was angry, I felt helpless, I wanted to do something. So our wildlife trade officer started investigating, and we found out that they use the skin. They make a paste with some herbs and use it as a treatment for dry skin and something for stomach ailment kind of thing. With ivory poaching, it was very targeted. It was only males. Now they're shooting everything, adults, young ones, males, females. Yeah. So that would just cause the population to collapse very fast if it's not dealt with. We urgently need to know how elephants are using the forest. Where are they at what given time? What do they do? Where can we focus our limited anti-poaching resources? I feel helpless. If I don't know where they are, I won't be able to protect them. This is the Mehe-Wan elephant camp, and we are here with our colleagues from Smithsonian to put a GPS collar on an elephant. So when it comes to especially the poaching crisis, for example, the collaring is the immediate short-term solution. We are trying to find where the elephants are, trying to keep them alive. This unit here has, it's like a phone, but it only communicates with a satellite, and it has a GPS, so that it takes a location every 4 hours and it sends it up to the satellite. Because the elephants throw mud on themselves, they rub against trees, it has to be very sturdy, and that's why it's taken it takes a lot of toll on the collars when on an elephant back, and it had to be really tough to survive. They are filling the drug in the syringe. This is a very powerful drug. If you have a scratch and one drop of it falls on it accidentally, you could die if you're not given the antidote immediately. Pray to God before they leave. All the best. We can't go with the tracking team because more number of people, the more chance the elephant has detecting you by smell. So we are waiting while they're out there in the forest looking for the elephants. Yeah, the elephants have been darted. Now we have to hurry. Can we go? On? These guys are going. I've never seen an elephant with this big a neck. Belt. Yeah, we've done that before. It's okay. Christy, what's happening? He's too big, we can't have belt. Like human beings, there are certain really tall, big human beings. I mean, shoe companies don't make shoes for their size. He may not be the tallest elephant I've seen, but he's certainly the most biggest bulk elephant. I think he can be named Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, we live through these things, right? I mean, not every day is a successful day. We just wait for the next day. Let's go. This is what we came here for. No, he's not fully down. You have to give him a xylazine. Maybe intravenous, no? So he goes to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, you can pull up. Just put a little loose because become too tight. For the first few days they'll be curious, they'll be touching it and this one. Then eventually it'll be like a watch, that you wear a watch, you never feel your watch, right? Yeah. It's just something that you wear. I think we have to revive him, so people have to move. Okay. Go. I live for days like this. I mean, this is what I came into this field for. It was not to be like a head an international INGO or like do things. It was to spend time with wildlife my entire life. I don't like intervening into a wild animal's life. It should not be done unless there was a solid reason for it to be done. I mean, I don't want a beautiful animal like that who's like the lord and master of its jungle to be, down where we are touching him, we are like, putting things on him. Yeah, of course, I don't want to do that. But no. If there was a choice, I wouldn't do that. But at the moment, there seems to be no choice. And what we are doing is the right thing to try and save them. Yeah, I feel the need to apologize to any wild animal that we touch. But I feel a kinship with these animals, right? Now that there is a collar on the animal, I feel even more responsible for his life and safety. Right? So I won't be able to sleep unless I know that he's safe.
22912. So here's the junction.
Where? Oh, is that the junction? Okay.
And we will turn left. He's there.
Oh, he's right next to the road.
Right next to the station, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's here. So 2 hours ago.
Good. Let's go see if he's doing okay. This data goes up into the satellites and goes to a secure server. And only very few people have access to the data. No data on any computer in the world that's connected to the internet is 100% safe, but I would say it is relatively safe. Yeah. It's very close. I think, actually he's not more than 200 or 300 meters from us. Using collars, we are trying to define what are the areas that elephants are using most, right? To then direct our patrolling more smarter, so that we are targeting to where the elephants are rather than for patrolling the entire forest. Yeah, the Ong and the rangers feel that it's too dangerous and it's like too thick bushes. It's not safe to approach the elephant on foot. We will use the kunki elephants that are being used for the patrolling sometimes, and we'll go see whether we can sight them from on the back of the elephants. It's safer to approach them on the back of kunki elephants. He's gone this way. Oh, there. You can see him. He seems fine. He was wearing the collar. Thank you, buddy. So the big challenge for us, especially for me, is we have only 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and we don't have enough staff. And I think if you want to do this, I think we just need to form bigger coalitions of various INGOs and NGOs and civil societies and villages. And I think it needs to become a movement rather than just another project that we are doing.